What is going on, everyone? This is Eric coming at you from just outside of Hartford, Connecticut. And today's video was a little bit impromptu. I wasn't expecting to do this video today, but got to practice for some Madden anyway. Might as well do it today. Continuing our first year of our Philadelphia Eagles franchise draft that we did. Madden 22 franchise draft, you could say. So, depending on how things go, we're either going to get through just the playoffs or we'll go further. Hopefully, we get through just the playoffs because our Eagles win the Super Bowl. But in case you were wondering again, I know I ended last video showing us the playoff bracket. So, we made the playoffs as the 3 seed here in the NFC, so we're playing the 6 seed New Orleans Saints. And then, of course, 3 NFC East teams made the playoffs, so that's always fun. Means we're in a good division. Anyways, so I went through a little bit of the talking stuff before the game started, and apparently it's going to be a blizzard in our wildcard game here against New Orleans. So that doesn't necessarily work in our favor, but at the same time it kind of does because, you know, we're a north team, they're a south team. In real life it would help us, but it doesn't necessarily help us in Madden. Lastly, you know, it's they said that my center, Alex Mack, is probably going to retire after the game, or after the season, I should say. So fingers crossed we can get the dub. Anyways, so we're going to do what we did last time. And I'm not going to play the full game. I'm going to do play the moments here. So, because it's not fair if I play the full game. Seriously, Johnny Hekker is one of my guys. That's probably not the best. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what happens. So we have a solid team here. Joe Burrow is, of course, our franchise QB. And as you saw, Aaron Donald's one of our top players. Darius Slay is one of our top players. So we had to go defense heavy because we got one of the later picks. I think we were the 29th pick. So that never helps. You always want to have like a top 5 pick to get one of the best quarterbacks. If you don't get a top 5, you want a top 16. Oh, yeah, look at that snow. All right. So this will be fun. Wow. Okay, it's definitely snowing out there. So I'm not going to play every moment that comes up. I just kind of want to play this one just so I can see how it is in the snow. I haven't played in the snow in Madden 22 yet. I have played, of course, in other ones. Alright, well, that didn't switch to who I wanted it to, but that's okay. Goff, 5 for 5. Yeah, that's how you know it's Madden. Seriously, what happened to Jared Goff? I mean, people thought he was going to be the best quarterback in the 2016 draft. He was supposed to be like the pure pocket passer everyone needs, everyone wants. It didn't work out. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's still a starting quarterback in the NFL 6 years after being drafted, so but he's not the same player. He's not who we thought he could be. Obviously, Wentz didn't pan out as well either, although Wentz, of course, both players had their teams to a Super Bowl. Goff actually did. Wentz, you know, helped contribute. Take him down, there we go. Wentz helped contribute, but that doesn't mean that he did it all. So, but Wentz got the ring, Goff didn't. Now Goff has been banished to Detroit. So, of course, the Lions are currently sitting at, what is it, 9-1? 10-1 now? So, not good if you're a Lions fan. I don't think there's too many Lions fans in the world right now. If you are, I feel for you. Trust me, we've all been through tough times, but still got the cursed Bobby Lane. All right, so we just lost one of our free agent acquisitions. There we go. Oh, let's go. Beautiful. What's interesting is the Saints actually made the playoffs despite being 8-9, and then you saw on the bottom there. At least I just caught a glimpse of it. Washington was also 8-9, so still get some below 500 teams in the playoffs. It's a little better than 7-9, I suppose. Alright, so now we got Joe Burrow out there, and incomplete pass. We'll do the first one on offense, too. But I'm not going to do too much more. Like, I'm probably not going to do very many moments in the second quarter. So, like, you could tell this is a snowball game, though, because here we are. We finished first quarter. It's tied up at not. So, always fun. Try to cut. Didn't work. Yeah, abdominals, I'm fine with. Anyways, this moment to discuss 3 Thanksgiving games and say something other things here. So those Thanksgiving games were pretty interesting. So I didn't get to watch the first one. I was spending time with family, but I wasn't really excited to watch the Bears and the Lions play, to be honest. Oh, that's not a good penalty for us to take, and Gronk got hurt. Yikes. So, I mean, I ended up watching or following it. I got tweet notifications from a few different guys. So, you know, when something came up with my family, I'm just like, oh, hey, I'll double check the tweets. You know, I'll see if there's any news. So, of course, there was that rumor circulating before the game even started that Matt Nagy, yikes, Matt Nagy was going to be fired if the team failed to win. Bears ended up winning that game, but it wasn't a pretty game. I mean, DeAndre Swift caught the first 3 passes of the game pretty much for the Lions, but then he got hurt, unfortunately. He didn't even run the ball a single time. TJ Hawkinson caught a touchdown, then he was helped off. Well, he wasn't helped off the field. He went off the field under his own power, went to the medical tent. Nothing serious with him. They didn't even really report anything. So that's at least a positive if you're a Lions fan. But Swift could be better, could be worse. He's not going to be out for too long, but still, you hate to see injuries whatsoever to a guy like DeAndre Swift. So then you got the second game, which was, of course, the Cowboys and the Raiders. Oh, that was a fun one. So right off the bat, if you were a Cowboys fan, you had to be a little concerned because Lamb and Cooper both ruled out for different reasons. Obviously, Cooper because of a viral illness, Lamb still dealing with concussion. So both of those guys, it was going to be... It was a tall task for Dallas, and right off the bat, I almost said Oakland, Las Vegas started playing very well, and the Dallas team ended up rebounding. They forced overtime. It became a lot of ref ball, too, so I'll go for a field goal. It became ref ball, and the end of the game was intriguing, to say the least. So many flags. You know, like there was that one play on the Raiders where they called a false start where, to me and the announcers and everyone, it was offside. They gave Dallas a huge break. And then you got that one guy on the Cowboys, was it Brown, who got 4 pass interference. You cannot take 4 pass interference in a single game. If you're a receiver, good for you. But, come on. Alright, I think we're gonna... Oh, I looked at the score. And I thought it was different. I thought it was 24-10. I was going to say I think we're going to lose, but... Alright. Anyways, Dallas ended up losing the game. It's not a huge loss. People are talking about a free fall and that the Eagles are all of a sudden, you know, the face of the NFC East. Don't get me wrong. The Eagles have an easier schedule than the Cowboys do from here on out. They don't even need to get on a plane unless they make the playoffs this year, because their furthest away game is going to be in Washington, D.C. But you got to remember, the Cowboys are a better team. They've been dealing with some injuries right now. They've had some bad luck. Every team has problems, and it's going to come down to how they rebound. If the Cowboys can rebound, they will be able to make a run. If they can't, well, it's the Eagles division. But again, you know, going to baseball real quick, the Phillies look like they should have been the team. Ooh, that was a good fake. That was a good fake. That was a good fake that got me there. Wow. But, you know, the Phillies had an easier schedule into the season, and they ended up missing it out. The Mariners had an easier schedule than other teams. They ended up missing out on the playoffs. Toronto had an easier schedule than Boston, New York. They ended up missing out. So it doesn't matter. It comes down to how you play. How you play. That's what matters. So, and then the last game, again, it wasn't the most interesting to me. I had a few other things to do, so I really only watched the Cowboys-Raiders game, but... You know, it was... That game was worth it, especially for me as an Eagles fan. I was enjoying it. I was like, let's go. Cowboys lost. You know, huge... I didn't care that the Raiders won, but... It is what it is. So... Alright, I'm hoping that we can at least get a touchdown here, but... So... I also wanted to point out that I don't think I'm going to be able to do the NFL bi-weekly update, standings update on Tuesday like I normally do this week. I might have there's probably like a 5% chance I'll do it Monday night. There's probably like a 5% chance I'll do it Tuesday morning. but the most likely scenario is it's going to be Tuesday around like 5 or 6 p.m. or Wednesday. So keep checking the Twitter for that. That's what's going to happen. Unfortunately, my schedule doesn't allow me to do it the normal noon on Tuesday. Get it out on time, and that would be the best case. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I took a flag there too. That's the best case scenario for me, though. You know, it's just that time of the year for me. It's difficult. But anyways, this, you know, the NFL season's shaping up to be pretty exciting this year. We have a lot of different things going on with us. Oh, why did I call a slant play here? So many different things are coming out for football, though. It's going to be very exciting. And, you know, now we're approaching December. So once we get to December, that's where real football starts to get played. You start seeing more big plays. Across the NFL, we have seen some other injuries, of course. Earlier in the day, A.J. Brown was placed on the IR. So he's going to be out for some time. That's not good if you're a Titans fan. The hope is he's only out for the minimum of 3 weeks. Time will tell, but I wouldn't be too, I'm not excited about it. I'm not opportunistic. Any injuries, not good. I'm just going to go for it here, and if we don't make it, it's, you know, it's game, essentially. Yeah, it's game. Arm punt there. It's game. We're done. We're going to be eliminated by the 8 and 9 New Orleans Saints in the playoffs. Oh well. No, it is what it is. It was a risky move for me, I suppose. I guess I got to go for it here. We got 340 here. 3rd and 2. It's still alive. We're still alive. It's exciting, though, to know that we're nearing the end of the NFL season. It stinks at the same time. But I do want to point out, though, for my December schedule, things are still going to be changed around a little bit. I'm not going to do scheduled release videos anymore. I don't think people necessarily want to watch those. So I'll probably just like tweet about it every week. I'll be like, all right, here's the plan for the week. But to give you guys a brief taste of what there is going to be or supposed to be, I will be doing 2 NFL predictions for the playoffs. So one will be at the beginning of the month and one will be towards the middle end of the month. Yeah, one's going to be like the very first couple days of December. Depending on my work schedule, I have to double check that. Because I like to do the research on them. I don't want to just go, oh, well, you know, I know the Cowboys did this. So, like, if I go in without doing the research, it's not as fun. It's not as informational. And obviously, if it's not informational, it's just not the same thing. I do have a few trade breakdowns in order. Of course, we're going to have a couple NFL standing updates. We're going to have our first hockey video as well. You know, it's something that I've been kind of stuck on. Originally, I was supposed to be doing a podcast with somebody else, but they ended up just completely blowing me off. So that got, unfortunately, canceled. And I do want to say as well that the rant series will be ending in the month of December. So we only have a couple of rants left. And we will actually be releasing our last rant video on the last day of 2021. So that's definitely planned. You know, the rant series was something I really liked doing, but I might end up, like I said before, I might end up doing the try to go out and rant on specific players or seasons for teams and stuff like that. But we'll have to see how things go. If I end up doing that is going to be the real decider. But the traditional rant series will be over. Obviously, we released our second to last baseball video yesterday, which was the AL Central. All that we have left, to my understanding, Metropolitan Division Part 2, Houston Astros. Nope, we have 4 more. Yep, so we have the Metropolitan Division, Carolina Hurricanes, Metropolitan Division Part 2, Carolina Hurricanes, NL Central, and the Houston Astros. So I do have to record 2 of those rants sooner rather than later. I have recorded the Metropolitan one. That will be the one that's going to be this upcoming Friday. So stay tuned for that one. But actually I have to record the last 3. I have the script written out for one of them, but I don't always follow the script entirely. I do, but I don't, if that makes sense. Oh, that's gonna be game right there. That stinks. That's not a good way to end the season. Oh, that stinks. Anyways, I will be doing one player bio in the month of December, and it's going to be an NFL player. So I teased a while ago that I was going to do an NFL player that recently retired, but he's going to be pushed off once more. I just, I want to get through one step at a time, and I'm going to do another NFL player that is currently in the Hall of Fame that retired not too recently, but recently enough. You'll understand. Like I did with Randy Johnson, he was involved in a trade, so I want to get his trade breakdown up, and then that'll do it for us. Just get the two of them up together and call it a series, I guess. They're not even gonna go for the field goal. I don't know why they taunt us like this. Another tough loss for the Eagles in the playoffs, the Saints. 2018, I feel like, or 2017, I guess you could say. I feel like the Eagles would have lost to the Saints in the playoffs had Minnesota not pulled off the Minneapolis Miracle. So the Saints are definitely a team I don't like playing in the playoffs. They always seem to have the Eagles number. So, I mean, last time they played in 2018-19 playoffs, the Eagles could have won that game. Doug Peterson made a bad play call. Not here to go on a rant about the Eagles. So, alright, so that ends our season, our first season. So, there's that. We'll see who goes in the Super Bowl. Obviously, we can't participate in the Super Bowl, but I'm going to continue this Eagles series, though. We'll see if we do 2 or 3 videos in December. Right now, I have it planned to do 1. We'll have to see how things go. It's going to come down to, again, how everything is. Skip to the end because we don't care about these results. But I'm definitely looking forward to the future. There's still a lot of everythings that I have to do that I want to do for the channel. So I'm just going to worry about Joe Burrow's upgrade. I don't need to care about everyone else's. I'll just auto upgrade everyone else. Improviser. Go back. Yeah, so I think we're going to lose Alex Mack, which is never good. I'm going to have to try to trade for a center, which I hate doing, but alright, so let's okay, well, we know it's Gronk who's injured. Contract extended. Okay. So we'll sim to next week. Then we'll just glance at the playoffs and go from there. So we're eliminated, so it's not like it matters. At this point in real life, I'd be rooting for the Bears to knock off the Saints. Arizona to knock off Dallas. Buffalo beat Kansas City. Tennessee to defeat Pittsburgh. So I'd be rooting for all the favorites, the home teams. But obviously I can't root for Dallas. So alright, so we'll send to next week. And then we'll take a glance at the playoffs, see who's in the championship games. And hopefully it's not Dallas. Good. Okay, so 3 of the 4 teams I was rooting for won. The only team that didn't was Buffalo, who lost a close one. Realistically here, I don't really care. I would just root against Chicago. The other 3 teams I'm indifferent towards. Not a big Bears fan. So, and obviously I can't play the Super Bowl. I don't think it's going to let me even watch it, so to speak, but alright, so we got Chicago, Kansas City Super Bowl. Interesting, she got one of the best teams in the history of the league in the beginning of their time with the Chicago Bears, and then one of the better teams in the beginning of the time of the Super Bowl era in Kansas City. They made 2 of the first 5 Super Bowls, and they won the 5th one. I believe it was over Minnesota. Was it 4 or 5? They won one of the first 5, and I know it was against Minnesota. I'm pretty sure it was the 5th Super Bowl. If it wasn't, it was the 4th. It was the 4th. It was the 4th, because the 5th would have been Dallas. I'm second guessing myself. Anyway, Chicago was good in the pre-Super Bowl era. So, okay, we're going to glance at the Pro Bowl roster. So, did we get anyone? So, we got Joe Burrow as the QB2. That's something. I think we had Juice Sticks, so we got the fullback 1. So there's that. We got tight end 1. Okay. We got the center 2. So we got, I think we had Beluga. So right now we have 5, 6 Aaron Donald, 7 Vita Vea, 8 Matt Judon. So we had Tre'Davious White was not on our team. We got 8 guys in the Pro Bowl. That's 9 guys that completely didn't even worry about the punter. You know, I will take that. 9 guys in the Pro Bowl is nothing to scoff at. It's a sign of a successful season. Unfortunately, we didn't make the Super Bowl, but play the Pro Bowl. No, thank you. All right. Like I said, I hope Kansas City wins. But if they don't, it's not the end of the world. It's Madden. It's not real life. Chicago won. It's not real life. I really don't care. So let's just glance and make sure, see if I got any awards or anything like that. Probably not. 2-time Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears. Lamar Jackson's your MVP. Rookie of the Year. We got Coach of the Year, Nick Sirianni. That's a little surprising. We got Defensive Player of the Year with Aaron Donald. I'm surprised that we got Coach of the Year. It's not like we were that spectacular. But, I mean... Also, why did they say Kansas City's 2-time AFC champion? That doesn't make sense. They would have... They've won... If you're including... If you're saying 3-time for Chicago, Kansas City's at least like... Oh, unless they're just saying when there was the AFL, it doesn't count. But who... I don't understand that. Because if you're not counting the AFL, you can't count... Whatever. Let's not get hung up in that. Alright, so staff moves. I just kind of want to see what this is. I think it's just going to be like, oh yeah, this guy might be leaving. Oh yeah, here are the fired players, coaches and all that. Like, I would low-key, I wouldn't mind hiring Kevin Stefanski to be like my offensive coordinator, but I wouldn't even mind hiring like Joe Judge to be my special teams coach. If I could hire him, I definitely would, but I don't think they'll let me do that for obvious reasons. Look at that. Riverboat Ron's been fired now once. Oh, they already hired him? That's insanity. And Matt Rhule's... They fired Matt Rhule after... Wow. Wow, okay. Okay. So if I was a defensive-minded coach, I would be running to grab Matt LaFleur to an offensive coordinator role, but I can't do that. I would love to hire Joe Judge, but he's already been hired. Never mind. Like, I would love to hire Stefanski or LaFleur, but it's not going to work out, so. It's, you know, it's interesting, though, to do these Madden videos. We built our Eagles from the start. So let me advance the week, and I'm curious if it's going to show me, like, the players that retired. That's my big question. Because I know, like, previous times in Madden, it tells you, yeah, this is this guy who retired. Yeah, it does. Okay. Mock Draft 3. So who does it have us getting? Because that's right. We have 3 first-round picks. I completely forgot about that. We're not going to do the draft today, I don't think. So we have the 8th pick. And then we have 2 playoff picks back-to-back, 23 and 24. All right, well. There's that. I still like that little mock draft tool. It's kind of cool. I get a kick out of it. It's just cool to look back and be like, oh, hey, you know, I like that addition to Madden. I will give them credit for that. When they said they revamped franchise mode, I was kind of like, all right, what are they going to do? But I like that. All right, let's see if we lost. I'm willing to bet we might not have lost too many people. Okay. Well, okay, we lost a bunch. Seriously? So we lost our backup left tackle, Jason Peters. I'm not surprised. We lost Amar Dotson. Not too surprised. We lost Roger Saffold. Oh my goodness me. Antonio Brown and Tyson Alualu. I think that's just kind of funny that they make a big deal out of, oh yeah, this is Alex Mack's last year probably, but he didn't even retire. Losing Antonio Brown kind of surprises me. The rest of these guys, not really. But at the same time, it does kind of make sense, you know, you don't want to... Some of these players are, like, even when we did the draft, I kind of mentioned Antonio Brown might retire. I wouldn't be shocked if he retires. So, I think we're gonna call it for the video, just because I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me do the negotiations. So, the next part of this series will be sometime in early December. I'm shooting for, like, the end of the first week. It's gonna all come down to other things, but that's the goal. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep track of all the things that I do here. I'm probably just gonna take care of all the player signings, and I'll probably do free agency. So the next video is probably gonna be the draft, and then the preseason cut and all that good stuff for year 2. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm enjoying it. It's fun to do, all things considered. But if you look at the My Team rankings here, I just got rid of them, but on the bottom there, you can see our passing offense is strong, but our running isn't the strongest, and our defense, specifically against the pass, is weak. So we're going to have to work on our offensive line and our defensive secondary. So, live and learn. That's fine with me. I mean, we literally lost 3 of our offensive players. Before I end the video, I should probably just show the depth chart real quick. So, let's see. So, our quarterback room, we still have Joe Burrow and then Tyrod and Blaine Gabbert. Not the most impressive backups. Running back room, we still have Austin Eckler, and then we got Latavius Murray, Jeff Wilson, Bryce Love. I like having Bryce Love. You know, he's a solid player. Yep, we've still got Juszczyk as our fullback. So the loss of Antonio Brown here does sting us. But, you know, now we have T.Y. Hilton, Tyler Lockett still as our top 2. Tutu Atwell is going to have to step up in year 3. The rest of these guys, I don't think you're realistically going to see these last 3 players on the team this year, depending on how free agency goes. Tight end, we still have Gronkowski leading the way. Jack Doyle is a solid backup. Left tackle, we still have Taylor Lewan. I'm going to have to get a backup left tackle. Yikes. So I'm guessing we lost our left guard. Okay. Yep, we still have Alex Mack. That's positive. Unless we drafted 2 right guards. Now I'm thinking about it. We might have done that. Nope. Yeah, we're going to have to work on our guards. Yep, we do have Brian Beluga. So we have strong starting tackles and a strong center, but... Alright, left end for some reason still has Aaron Donald here, but that's fine. D4, Jerry Hughes. Defensive tackle, we should remember technically Aaron Donald beat via. Yeah, we got to work on the backups. We have some strong starters on this team, but Matthew Judon, Kwiatkowski, Corey Littleton's guy I'm high on, but if he can be replaced. So we definitely want to probably grab. It's interesting. That's very interesting that they have Harris over Callahan, but we're going to want to work on probably our linebacking core. So we still have a solid core, but will we be able to make a Super Bowl? I don't know. It's going to be tough. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoy this series. And just like I said before, let me know how you like the series. Let me know how everything's going. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe.